Hello again, my fellows. Um, it's still before midnight in South Africa, and the time now it's 23:14 p.m. South African time, and today is the 18th day of the 10th month, 2018. I just wanted to continue sharing something with you. As you can see on the top title, it's saying let's share. It's a part 3. I once shared with you the first and the second part a while ago, and somewhere in between I had to diversify because of other titles, and I just wanted you to be aware that all these titles I'm putting, I don't just put them, they are actually derived from the current events of TBC around the globe. So it's not just titles to beautify our live streams or to beautify the meaning of our live streams, but are titles that are based on something. They have a meaning behind them. So you can see the way these titles are being patterned. So, and when you listen to every replay live stream video, you'll understand the meaning of those titles or headings of every live stream broadcast that I did, starting from the ones that were done before admin allows us to live stream. So it's quite a big number of videos, including the live stream video playbacks, of course. But I didn't like to inject more as yet, but I felt that I should allow you prepare theirs, okay? And we also have other members will be coming on board in a couple of days. Probably we're looking at about 6 new live stream broadcasters from South Africa. And thanks again to the admin for allowing us to explore this cash flow coach training online, offline, of course. It depends also country by country. So I also thank my brother Stephen for inviting me and others in his today's live stream broadcast. Though time was limited, but we managed to go through some key areas, and I think to those who are currently joining TBC, this is the right time, because you're coming in whereby admin is graduating most of us, okay? And these informations or material that admin is forwarding, if you can sit down and review those literature, then you'll understand that really we are not just in the TBC system here, but we are somewhere where I cannot mention, I don't have a name for it, but you can even feel yourself that no, I'm somewhere. Um, I'm a free man, and I'm in control, you know. So really things are happening. Uh, I'm overwhelmed, believe you me. And every day we learn new things, and that is preparing each and every member of TBC who is ready or interested to learn more about these things. Okay, it will be a good thing when our system unlocks further things in this community that people will be involved, or people will be taking this mission further. They will be a knowledgeable and educated, also members who are ready to um, help the admin on eradicating poverty at once, because it's a huge responsibility. Admin cannot uh, do this alone. That is why, to this day, TBC admin is still prepared to work with us to uh, pull this work on with us um, wherever we go, as long as we are moving uh, to the same direction. It won't be a problem for our admin to empower us and equip us with necessary um, tools, okay, in order to uh, get this done ASP. Okay, now there's a lot happening, and of course, with less workers, but the field is so broad. We will still continue encouraging others to come on board. And if you look around again, um, from where we are, where we were attacked from all angles about cashing out, that was the primary one. And then from there, it was other things that were related to cashing out, including the exchanges, why are we not on the market, and etc. That time, we know that our number was growing a bit faster, but now it's moderate. And we also understand the reason behind that, because some of that number, they were not given a full information or understanding about our system. And instead, they were convinced about the next redemption in November, of which I mentioned in my last two replayback videos that I never knew anything about it. But what I know is that next month it will be our next redemption. Okay, so when you compare that time and current, yes, there is a difference of growth, but look at it this way. People who are joining TBC or who are coming on board now, they're coming on board with an understanding. They really understand what are they getting into. They understand the mission of TBC. They understand the system. So if we still have bodies around the globe who can come in now and understand the system, then of course everyone has to apply the fourth graph, which is the red one, which is the first one from your right, not from your left, because from your left there are three graphs there. I would say when I analyze those graphs, that one so far, I would say for it, that's me, not the admin or anyone. For me, those first three graphs are for lazy people who are expecting miracles. But as for the red graph, that's where I am. That's where I belong, and with others who are currently working on that graph, the red graph, which is the shortest of them all. Okay, so we will also come across the attacks, naysayers from other social medias. Facebook is the primary one we know, but we know how to respond if needs be. But if not, we just ignore what has been said on the Facebook, because most of the people who are saying those things, or those who are behaving like that, they are clueless about what is happening around the globe. You know, when you look at the world events today, on news, you can see that something is not right. So the world economy, also the current status of world's finances are really crashing, and those systems, look, even if they crash, they never benefited mankind around the globe. They only benefited few, and those few clans or families who are in control of those finances today, they are really exposed. They don't know what to do, and they are really crashing, and it's happening daily, right? Yeah, everyone can see there, especially those who are with us in the same understanding of what is currently taking place around the globe. So another thing that I wanted to add, when you go to the disclaimer, some things have been discounting exactly what is discounting, and others thought that discounting is when you work outside the current price of today, something like the conducting transactions not according to the way our agreement has been outlined, meaning selling high, more than the price of today, or less, something like that. So that's discounting. But now when you go to disclaimer and follow to the second, the third, the fourth, up to the last paragraph, it was saying it is not only by dropping the price or not conducting the right transactions between yourself and the buyer, but it is also by declaring certain things, meaning wrong information about TBC publicly. That is also discounting. Now, I don't know, my fellows, I just wanted to ask a question from you guys, that what about people who are going out promising others to cash out in November over millions, with one coin? They'll be cashing out one full TBC coin in November, and then after that, people will be convinced, and those people, they will be given monies, huge monies, and then after that, when we are invited or allocated at some point, then we do a proper presentation, and then people will start asking questions that, no, the presentation that you have given to us, it is not what we were told. We were told about cashing out, and in November. What we know, all of us, my fellows, is that November is our next redemption. Now, those type of people, how do we declare them? Are they not discounters? Can someone come in from the top chat? Hi, Stephen from United States. Thanks, brother, for joining us. And then hi, Irene from Uganda, Africa. Thanks again for joining us. Can we share this one, please? You can type on the top chat. How do you see this one? I'll give you a moment to share with us. Yes, I'm waiting, my fellows. I know you're there. Talk about it. How do we declare? By promising something that the admin has never mentioned. Are we all there? While you're still thinking, I'll read something, okay? Okay. From one of the paragraphs in the disclaimer, this is how it reads, okay? It's saying TBC members are not allowed to be negative about TBC in public, such as making a negative Facebook post or comment on any social media. Okay. Let's take the first line. It says TBC members are not allowed to be negative about TBC in public. The way I understand it myself, but I'm subject to correction. If someone goes to the public and present TBC and tell them that they'll be cashing out, they must buy these coins. As soon as they redeem, they'll be in a position to cash out over millions already. That's out of the subject or out of our presentation. I don't know how you understand that one. Now, followed by negative statements on Facebook post or comment on any social media. There are those who are doing that currently, but at the same time, they can't help their own communities to move out of scarcity or poverty. Let's continue. It says from the admin, this is also a form of discounting the TBC currency. Okay. When a member is caught doing such things, other members will report it as abuse to admin, and your send button will be turned off for a period of time. Of course, we only get these reports or complaints through members who have reported these abuses. Okay, of course, we won't leave that. We will follow the right steps on how to deal with these situations. Okay, let's continue. It says, we are creating wealth at hyper speed for all of our members. We are creating what? Wealth for all of our members, not individuals. Okay, and most of these individuals, discounters, scammers, they don't show up publicly doing the right thing. They create small groups, Facebook, WhatsApp. They gossip, and the sad thing is that most of them are men, not women's. They behave worse than women's. You know what I mean? They gossip, they lie, they want these monies, and they told themselves that TBC is like any other program, it's going down. So let us generate cash or capital while things are still like this. Then from there, we will go to the public communities and say, it's one of those community programs. It went down, so they won't be in a position to claim. most unfortunately, we'll be heading for our third uh, anniversary. After that one, there'll be another one again, over and over again. So you better go back and rectify um, things, especially we're talking about money things, because many people are angry and they are now taking us like those other programs who left them astray with. So let's continue. It says, and we will not allow abuse. You see that? We will not allow abuse, because as soon as you um, give wrong information about us as a private community, and then you take other people's cash, and at the end of the day, you don't even give them their credentials or login credentials. And when they start asking questions, then you refer them to the country's leadership to clean up your mess. No, we're not going to do that. Instead, we will follow the procedures in order to deal with you and those who are going astray, lying about us. If you don't like our policies and terms of conditions for our private currency, aka our rules, then please don't join us. You might as well leave us. But what they left behind, they have to pay back, because we never conducted such presentations from 2016. Who are they to come and divert our dignity and our mission, our system, to suit their own gains? Not going to work like that. And we are the billion coin that is distant and poverty at once, and we're going to do that. So every report, we're not going to leave any report unattended. We are those accordingly. I hope we see what are the outcomes from those reports. What will be the next move? Okay. We are here to make all of our global communities to understand this system and what is to be done, and not us doing for them, but them also being involved and being a part of this community when they are faced with questions or anything that is related to TBC. They must be in a position to relate, present it right, and give out a good word about this community. It's gonna be like that. Yeah. On that, it's a message also to them and to everyone that go out there, tell the truth about TBC, not lies. Tell exactly what they are from the blog. If you don't understand anything, if you are clueless, you better consult with those who have been there already from 2016. We have good members or stakeholders who can take you through. And we are not forcing anyone or convincing anyone to be a part of this, but we would love to see everyone out of poverty around the world one day or someday. Okay, so we are sharing this and doing what we can to protect every TBC member, because we are sick and tired to see our people or our community members around the globe being scammed after what they've gone through globally. The traumas of the elites, I mean, for all these decades, Nobody wants this. Now, this information has to circulate to everyone and to all those who are members of this community, also those who are not members of this community, because we have a bigger number of community members, community members who are not TBC fellows, but they are still waiting for someone to come and give them the right direction, the information to teach them exactly what is a billion coin. Okay. So now, I just wanted to remind you about that. I don't want to go deeper into details, but we are sharing. Okay. Now, here's another one. Okay. It is also from, we shared about it, and it's from the blog as well. Okay, it's from the blog as well. Check something quickly. Let's get the heading. Was saying the November 11th, 2018, Seattle, image, poster, video, and article. Wow, it has it all. So one of the there was okay. We shared this, and then I'll just go to one paragraph, though I'm not going to read it all. It's long, but I just wanted to hint something. Okay, this is how it reads: eliminating the gap in wealth between the 1% and the 99%. It's a powerful solution. The elite laugh at the poor that beg and cry. Can you hear that? When we live stream, some of us, instead of getting the constructive questions, but we get irrelevant questions, When are we cashing out? My wealth from my wallet is already enough, and things like that. You see, you are talking another language. And as you are doing that, then someone is listening. When that someone sees the way you are crying and begging, then the person will start laughing at you. And you know who that person is. Because you have all these tools to stand up and do something and plow your field. All the crops are here, but you want someone to come and hold your hands and do for you. You see where the problem is. I'm talking about those who are doing these things. The elite laugh at the poor that beg and cry. Let's continue. The elite are all very wealthy millionaires and billionaires. That's true. But not all millionaires and billionaires are elites. I think the statement, it's clear. You can go back to the blog and read it again. It's very interesting. Yeah. Let's continue. The elite don't laugh at the millionaires and billionaires that oppose them. Are we listening to that? They take them seriously. Who are you anyway? Are you a millionaire or a billionaire? Who are you exactly in TBC? On what level are you? It is for every individual of this community and all those who are currently listening to answer that one. Right. Why is that? We are rolling out a TBC/Rural Economy that will have 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires, and you are invited to be one of them. Those who have not taken a stand on cash flow coaching sessions, trainings, and etc. Plus those who are still coming on board in the TBC community. Let's continue. And surely the world will take us seriously if the elites are taking us seriously, because we already have millionaires and billionaires. They are aware of that. But of course, they will use propaganda through television and media, but there isn't such a thing. And those who are poor, hungry, and desperate will listen to them and come back to us, start crying. And we don't have that moment. We have other constructive things to do in order to help every TBC community member at once around the globe. Do you want to be taken seriously? It's a question to those. How much opposition can you do towards evil without power? Everyone can answer that. Spiritual power is most valuable, but only a tiny few people will find that power, because the required purification is much more than most are willing to pass through to obtain it. I think this statement or these lines are talking to us as well. In order for one to stop crying and begging, that person will have to go through some tests and certain things to get it right, to understand the system exactly, to feel it as well. Okay, without that, forget. And myself and others, who will follow the instruction of the admin or the guidelines until we reach where we're supposed to. So, rolling out a new private economy full of millionaires and billionaires, it's a reasonable solution under the circumstances of today. True. Time is short. I'm just reminding those again. Time is short. While you are still begging and crying, wasting your tears, energy, you are actually exhausting something. Let's continue. And yet, there is a plenty of time remaining for us to achieve this now, not yesterday or tomorrow. That means it's saying now. I don't know, what do you say? Are you still saying that admin didn't do their whole thing? It's not now. It should have been yesterday. They should have allowed us to cash out through an exchanger in the coin market, whatever. I don't know about that, but what I know is now. Let's continue. Our foundation we have laid out towards this achievement is strong enough to complete our mission before it is too late. You see this? Now. Not late, but now. Let's continue. We have 3.3 million members now, not yesterday or tomorrow, now. So what are we doing? Are we going to entertain a handful of people who are begging and crying, misrepresenting our system, lying about our system, scamming our people, stealing from them? From there, then they're telling people that the small number is going to cash out of 3.3 million. Oh, please, over my living body, not my dead body this time. And a database of over, listen to that one, and a database of over 18 million that have signed up in Kringel Cash. Now, we have to accommodate individuals. We're not going to do that. Let them go and lie and continue lying, scamming others, because it's their nature. They even scam them from other programs, and they're still doing that to this day. But I feel sorry for them. Let's continue. Hundreds of thousands have paid the admin fee. and we could do a much better job of activating our newest members. They are coming on board. I've already explained that today, even without us lying to them or telling them that they're going to cash out. But by listening and understanding the system, that as soon as we unlock 1 billion, what's our average 1 billion, what's going to happen? They become interested. They want to be a part of this community. So what? Okay, let's continue. I see our gathering process as a very successful within our first 2.5 years. That's admin saying that. We just need to do better in activation. I want you to look upon the next chat with fresh eyes and see how close we are to our objective of 1 billion members, and that we are only a few more steps away. We have grown up exponentially, and we will continue to grow. I'm also saying that, and that's where I am. And if someone don't see anything, if someone is clueless, if someone doesn't understand anything, you better join the program and learn, because misleading our communities around the globe, taking their cash, lying, that road, it's not that long. It's very, not even half, but it's very short, and it comes with consequences, and it doesn't end up right. Currently, there are those who did that, and it didn't end up right, because people now are beginning to get the truth. And people that I'm talking about, they stand up, even if they don't understand the language. They consult with their upliners, the rightful source. They don't use other people to them or tell them what to do. If those people don't do what they want, they backmouth. They don't do that. They stand up. I'm talking about pensioners. Currently, in our cash flow coaching sessions every week, can you imagine? And they will be live streaming. So those ones, what did they do for this community? What did they contribute? Nothing. They will go around lying and saying whatever. But we are the Billion Coin community. We are moving on, and we're not turning back, because when we commenced this journey, we knew exactly what we were putting ourselves into, and we believed in TBC, and that's it. And we are going to reach out. 1 billion, it's nothing. And thanks for now, my fellows. If you didn't get it clear or clearly, replay. And then thanks for now. To you tomorrow, because now it's 23:52 p.m. South African time. We are 8 minutes away to midnight, and then I will have a morning toast with you. And thanks to those who are currently watching, and bye for now.